embarrassed my ex-husband in front of everyone when he refused to use my real name. I've been divorced from my ex for 10 years now. I remarried my current husband 3 years ago and took his last name. So legally, I'm Mrs. Johnson now, not Mrs. Williams like I was when I was married to my ex. But my ex refuses to accept this. Every single time he has to deal with anything involving our 12-year-old daughter, he deliberately uses my old name instead of my current one. And it drives me absolutely crazy. At school events, he introduces himself and then points to me saying, "That's our daughter's mom, Mrs. Williams." At parent-teacher conferences, he'll say things like, "Mrs. Williams here thinks she should be in advanced math." The worst part is when he talks to our daughter about me at home, she'll come back from his house saying things like, "Dad said to ask Mrs. Williams if I can go to the sleepover," like I'm some stranger instead of her mom. I've told him multiple times to just call me Mrs. Johnson or even just by my first name, but he acts like my current name doesn't exist. His lawyer sends emails addressing me as Mrs. Williams, even though my legal documents clearly show I'm Mrs. Johnson now. Last month was our daughter's school play, and I was sitting with my husband in the audience. My ex shows up late and sits a few rows behind us. When our daughter comes out for her solo, he starts cheering. "Go on, that's my girl." I turned around and whispered, "Her last name is Johnson now too." He just smirked and said, "Not when she's with me." The breaking point came at her soccer banquet 2 weeks ago. All the parents were sitting together at these round tables, and the coach was calling out awards. When our daughter won MVP, the coach asked the parents to come up for photos. My ex jumped up immediately and walked to the front. When the coach asked for her mom, he pointed at me and said really loudly, "That's Mrs. Williams over there, our daughter's mother." Everyone was staring because they knew I was married to my current husband and had been introduced as Mrs. Johnson all season. I felt my face turn red, but I didn't want to cause a scene at our daughter's event. But then my husband stood up. He walked right up to the microphone where the coach was standing and said, "Actually, this is my wife, Mrs. Johnson, and our daughter just won MVP." The room went completely silent. My ex's face turned bright red and he started stuttering something about how she was still his daughter too. My husband just smiled and said, "Of course she is, but her mom's name is Mrs. Johnson now, and that's what respectful people call her." The coach looked between them and said, "Well, congratulations to the family." Then he handed the trophy to me and my husband for the photo. My ex had to stand there while everyone watched me and my husband pose with our daughter's trophy as the Johnson family. After the ceremony, 3 other parents came up to me saying they'd been wondering why my ex always used different names for me.